right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications, so you never ever miss an upload. That's it. So like the video, share, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified. And hopefully YouTube can send out my videos. But if not, then just refresh my channel every so often, and then when you get the new videos, you get the new videos. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, November the 9th, 2020, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, November the 10th, 2020, it is time for your late night Monday night Raw review for November the 9th, 2020 from the Thunderdome in Orlando, Florida. Now, I apologize for not doing Raw and SmackDown reviews last week. I was still fucking fucked up as it is. Today was just really bad. I was going to do my SmackDown review earlier today, but I was really tired and sick, and I'm still sick as it is. I don't know if I got the flu. I got something, but not good. So still got this fucking cough in my thing in my throat. I don't know what it is. I think it's my thyroid. I really don't know what it is. But taking medicine up the wazoo. Sleeping a lot. Thankfully, I have the next 3 days off. I really can't go into work like this. I can't. My hands are still cringing, hurt. I'm a mess, ladies and gentlemen. I am a mess. But we'll see what happens. Hope I might go to urgent care probably Wednesday or Thursday to see about this thing in my throat. See, just to see that. I mean, I had a COVID test 2 weeks ago and was negative, so it might have been a false test. I don't know. So pray for me. That's all I got to say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, like I said, it's time for your Monday Night Raw review. And we're just about 2 weeks away, well, a little bit under 2 weeks away from the Survivor Series. The best of the best coming your way on November the 22nd. The day before, we got NXT War Games. So that should be a pretty interesting weekend for the WWE. And we'll see what happens. So we got tonight's show was kind of this company is dead. It is fucking dead. I mean, tonight's show was just fucking horrible. I mean, got a pretty good opening segment. But everything else just sucked, except for like one match, and that was Mustafa Ali, or Mustafa Ali, whatever you want to call him. He calls himself Mustafa now. It's a stupid name. Well, I'm just gonna call him Ali. And Ricochet brought the house down. That was the only good thing about Raw tonight, was that match. Everything else was generic and just horrible. And don't get me started on that 24/7 segment. Oh my God. Good thing I have the Book of Doom tonight. Good old Book of Doom is coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Get ready. I know it's a football book, but I have nothing else to hit my head with. So, so get ready. Grab your book. When I do that 24/7 segment, grab your book, smash it as hard as you can into your head. Because this company is a fucking joke. This show is a fucking joke. Half the wrestlers are fucking jokes. Just saying, and it's just a shame that some of the superstars that I actually like are getting this booked. They're getting booked like crap, getting treated like crap, and I'm facing wrestlers that are crap. But that's all I gotta say about that. So the chat room's open. You want to talk about Monday Night Raw or anything you want to talk about. I don't care if it's politics or I don't care what it is. And that's that. So chat room's open. So let's get it popping. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Going to try to make this short and sweet. Not going to make it too long. See how it is. Because I'm like I said, I'm dead tired. I'm in a lot of pain. I want to just lay down on my couch and try to fall asleep. And that's that. All right. So we start off Monday Night Raw with a video package of what's been going on last week, especially with Randy Orton and his voice, and Drew McIntyre and the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and with the lovely Alexa Bliss as well. And you throw in the Miz and his Money in the Bank contract in there, so we had that. Then they would talk about the men's and women's Survivor Series teams, which don't look that good. But it is what it is. So we get a new rap for the theme. I don't know if it's the same theme or it's just a new rap. Basically, it sucks. It fucking sucks. The whole Raw theme fucking sucks. It needs to change. I think by the new year, it needs to change. Because if it keeps going on through WrestleMania, I don't think anybody's going to watch. That's all it is about that. So we get that, and then we go to the arena. We go to the Thunderdome. And to start the show, we started with Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz, who is season 3 of Miz and Mrs. coming out on Thursday. So go watch it, because I said so. So he comes out with John Morrison. Now listen. It comes out with his theme, and they do the slow-mo, and pyro goes off. Blah, 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 blah. So you have another of the dirt sheet. So Miz talks about his his show and talks about big things happening. And then before they can even talk, Randy Orton's monotonous voice comes out with the WWE title, and he is pissed. Don't want to piss off the Viper, even though he stole my move, but it is what it is. Even though he doesn't want to admit it. So, especially on Twitter when I tell him that he stole my move. But whatever. Even though he stole it from DDP and then stole it from Ace Austin, but it is what it is. Or Ace, whoever, I forgot whoever invented the Ace Crusher. I think it was Ace Austin, I think it was. Or Ace something, whatever his name is. Anyway, I just reinvented it and made it look cooler. Just saying. So Randy comes out and he says he agreed to tonight's match. I don't know, I guess against Drew McIntyre. So I guess there's going to be a 6-man tag team match with the Miz, Morrison, and Randy taking on Drew McIntyre, and well, I'll get to that in a minute. And the New Day, but we'll get to that. So he took the match so he could get his hands on Drew. And Miz is trying to set him up, maybe to cash in his contract. So Randy says he remembers when they Miz remembers when they kicked him out of the locker room. Randy never wanted them to go back in. Morrison took his ball, went home, and wrestled for the minor leagues. Ouch. I wouldn't call Lucha Underground a minor league. Just saying. TNA, I would call it. That's that. Yeah. TNA is basically the minor leagues. Even though they're doing way better than the WWE right now. It's just really sad. and everybody thought that TNA was dead and gone. Still going around. They're still going, and they're kicking some ass. They are kicking ass right now with Scott D'Amore and Don Callis, in charge. And they're on a major network. Well, I would say major network, and Access TV, which most people don't have if you have Optimum. But if you have Dish, well, you can watch it on Twitch. But it is what it is. So, right says if Miz wants the title, he can take it. So Orton turns his back and he's waiting to attack. And Miz is like, well, you're not going to abuse my power. And then Orton's like, I don't believe you for a second. Morrison calls him a legend, basically kissing his ass. Miz says to stop making it about him, about Orton. Miz wants the New Day as guest because if things go according to plan, they win tonight, then they may be in line for the tag team title. We'll see. Not another Miz Morrison New Day feud. Not that the tag team division sucks anyway. But it is what it is. So the New Day come out, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. They come out. Xavier hears them talking about a briefcase and possibly beating them for the titles. He finds it laughable. Insult everybody in the ring in Spanish. Complete with the yeah. I'm like, what is this? We're talking in Spanish. All we need is Tito Santana. Ole! Tito Santana on Grimm's Toy Show. And he loses. And he didn't even hit that fat son of a bitch with the flying jalapeno. But you knew Grimm was going to take control over his show. You knew. Doesn't want to give it to anybody else because I make it 10 times better than he does. But it is what it is. He gets his millions of subscribers and on his boring as fuck backyard wrestling show. I've seen way better backyard wrestling shows. And those guys that are fighting there are nowhere in the league of any indie wrestling company in New Jersey or New York or anywhere in the country. They would get destroyed. I'm just saying. Take your ball and go home. That's all I gotta say about it. So they laugh in Spanish at them, and they say they're gonna laugh at Orton, Miz, and Morrison in person. Orton's had enough, so he's like, "Fuck you, Kofi!" Bang, Killmonger for his troubles, and then the Miz and Morrison attack Xavier Woods. So it's a 3-on-2 assault, and then we hear the music of the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre comes out, and Orton clears the ring of all the set, and then they go at it with some rights and lefts, and then Miz has the briefcase, hits Drew in the back with it a couple of times. And then Miz and Morrison toss Drew into an RKO by Randy Orton. So, I guess Miz is now aligned with Randy Orton. He proved his case, if you will. And that's that. So, looks like we're gonna get, like I said at the end of the show, we're gonna get a 6-man tag team match between Drew McIntyre and the New Day. And Randy Orton has not in his voice. And Miz and Morrison. Should be an interesting 6-man tag. Not that I'm looking forward to it, but it is what it is. And that's that. All right, then we go to break, which I think we needed. We come back with the man that's on top of the charts, the man known as Elias, and we will all walk with Elias. And if you're not walking with Elias, there's something wrong with you. So he strums his guitar. My name is Elias. He brings up the second chance match between himself, Jeff Hardy, dude, and Matt Riddle, who got inserted into the match at the last minute. So he brings that match up to see who's the fifth member of Team AJ, with AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Braun Strowman. So see who the fifth man will be. He says he needs to win the match. He says over the last few weeks, things have not gone that well for him inside the ring because of Jeff Hardy, dude. He said it's like Jeff Lee's addiction is smashing him with guitars, and that's going to all change tonight. He said the victory goes out to all his fans, and he wants to sing a song. So it starts playing. He's like strumming a little bit, and then he stops. It's like, maybe for one get interrupted. Then he starts playing again. Then he gets interrupted by Jeff, dude. And that pisses off Elias. So we get to match one. Jeff Hardy, dude. Take on, Riddle. I think it's stupid to cut his name short to Riddle. I'm just gonna call him Matt Riddle. I don't give a fuck what Vince says. So sue me, Vince. Go ahead. So anyway, match was all right, nothing great. It's also Elias going straight for Jeff, beating him down in the corner. Riddle joins in on the fun, and then he turns to Elias with some punches. Jeff rolls Riddle up for a near fall, and then Elias rolls up Jeff for a near fall. Riddle rolls up Elias for a near fall. Then all three men look at each other like, what the fuck is going on here? So he's trying to get one up on me? Okay. So Elias rushes Jeff. Riddle kicks Elias. And then Riddle and Jeff start going at it. Elias grabs Jeff, hits an elbow, then an elbow to Riddle. Riddle rushes the corner, gets tossed to the apron, hits a right hand to Elias, then pulls Jeff out of the ring. Then they go back and forth on the outside. Elias hits the ropes and slides through and hits a basement dropkick on both men. Sends Jeff into the ring post. Not once, but twice. Ow. Grabs Riddle and tosses him into the barricade. So Elias on fire. And he runs over Jeff as we go to our first break. We come back. Jeff's laid out on the mat. Elias knocks Riddle off the apron. Kicks Jeff a little bit as Riddle comes back in the ring. And Elias tries to whip. Riddle holds onto the ropes. Elias with a big tackle to Riddle for a near fall. Jeff comes back with a jawbreaker. And then Elias turns. Jeff blocks. Hits a right hand on another one. Then another one. Rip into the ropes. Jeff is reversed. Jeff knocks him down. Then it goes for the hits with the inverted atomic drop to Elias. Then one to Riddle. Splits the legs on Elias. But after he gives Riddle a back body drop, then he starts to work. Hits a big splash in the corner for a near fall as Riddle stops the count. Riddle gets Jeff on his shoulders. Jeff drops down and sends Riddle to the outside. Goes for the twist of fate on Elias. Elias blocks it, hits drift away. He looks to win the match, but he only gets 2. Riddle with a running senton and a big kick to Elias. Elias catches the second one, and Riddle with a right elbow knocks the head, lifts the leg, hits a fisherman's suplex for a near fall. And Riddle's on his hands and knees as Elias in the corner. Jeff jumps off and hits poetry in motion to Elias. Elias goes to the outside. Jeff with a twist of fate attempt on Riddle, but Riddle with a backslide as a counter. Jeff escapes, and then both men get up. They slug it out with his right hands. Then they wrestle a little bit. Jeff blocks a kick. Kick to the gut. Goes for a twist of fate, but Elias runs in with a big knee. Elias sends Riddle into the ropes. Riddle reverses Elias. Leapfrogs. Riddle catches him on the shoulders. Hits the bro Derek. 1, 2, 3. The big man, Matt Riddle, bro, picks up the win. And he is the 5th and final member of Team AJ, or Team Raw, whatever you want to call him. So yeah, that's basically what Team Raw is going to be. AJ with the big man, of course. Sheamus fella. AJ, Sheamus, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Braun Strowman. So that's a big, powerful team going up against Team SmackDown, which is basically going to get their 5th man next week, or this week, or maybe next week on the program. We don't know yet. They got Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, and Seth Rollins, the Messiah. So basically, you can call it Team AJ versus Team Seth, because Seth's basically the fucking Messiah, and he's basically going to lead that fucking team. And the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. And we'll see what happens with that. I think SmackDown's going to win. I think SmackDown's going to win most of those matches, especially the Roman versus Randy Orton, or could it be Drew McIntyre? I'll get to that later, but we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. It was an okay match, nice 9-minute match, and then that's that, and we move on from there. All right, then we go backstage with Sarah Schreiber. AJ's talking to Adam Pearce. Well, assuming Sarah's not there. AJ's talking to Adam Pearce, the goon. And in comes Charlie Caruso, my sweetheart. I don't know why people are giving her roses. I think some people want to get their ass handed to them. Stop giving her roses. I only do that. It's mine, damn it. Mine! But I know I got Asuka, Kyrie, and Io. And my demon assassin, Rosemary, too. Gotta show the love to Charlie Caruso. Gotta show the love. It is what it is. AJ says he's happy about Matt Riddle winning the match. He knows last week was a little kind of rocky. What happened with with Sheamus and Braun Strowman and Keith Lee last week. Speaking of Sheamus, fella, he comes in and said AJ's not the captain, and then Braun Strowman comes in to claim that AJ's not the captain as well, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on my sandbox tonight. You're not the captain. You're not the captain. You're not the captain." And basically saying, "Well, you're not the captain either. Well, none of us are captain. There's no captain. Captain? Stupid? Okay. So, yeah, so it's a little bickering on Team Raw. Not that, they need it right now, but, some tension between the 4 members of Team Raw besides Riddle. We'll get to that in a minute. So I don't know why that had that tag match coming up. But I'll get to that. And that's that. All right, then we see a video from last week with Retribution trying to recruit Ricochet. We're trying and failing to recruit Ricochet. They laid him out last week. And later on, there's going to be a match with Mustafa Ali and Ricochet. So we'll see what happens with that. So we go backstage with Retribution and all of them. All 5 members of Retribution: T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, and Mia Yim's character. I forgot her name. It's a stupid name. I think it's like I forgot what it was. Anyway, so Ali says Ricochet is a good man, an honorable man. He applauds him for standing alone. He's brave, courageous, but he's still a damn fool. And he says one man cannot change everything, and once he accepts that, then maybe they will accept Ricochet into their group. So maybe it's easy to feel that way, but where does that leave you? She then calls out Asuka, the one laughing at their suffering, I guess. So I was like, oh, we're going to see Mia Yim and Asuka tonight? No! We don't see that. But I'll get to that in a minute. So Elise says, no mercy will be shown onto us. They are the forgotten. They will not rest until they shut us down. And that's it. So like I said, we're going to see Ali versus Ricochet one-on-one. And that's that. All right, then we see from once again from last Monday, we're seeing a lot of recaps this week. We see Lashley beat the living crap of R-Truth, which basically made him lose the belt, lose the 24/7 title this week, but somehow he got it back for the time. Go figure. Then later in the night, Shelton and Cedric Alexander beat the New Day non-title. So we head backstage with the Hurt Business and our good buddy MVP. Cuts a good promo as he always does. Probably one of the best promo guy in WWE right now, next to Adam Cole, baby. But just saying. Wants to look ahead to Survivor Series. And then in comes Drew Gulak. Obviously, there's a lot of go at here, and Gulak wants to get recruited into the Hurt Business. But isn't the Hurt Business a black team? I don't think they need him. Clarifies the request. One is where Drew's pocket square is, and Drew's like, "Here you go." And I'm serious. So he says, on behalf of the CEO, meaning Bobby Lashley, everybody says he's not taking applications. So Lashley goes to pull his clip-on tie, and Drew's like, that's a tactical move, and he's got to be able to get away quickly. So they jump him, they beat the crap out of him. So Drew runs in, wins the title, like I said, for the 43rd time. Does this guy ever not win the title? I mean, how many more times is he going to win the title? Getting close to 50. Getting close to 50, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting close to 50. And this guy's going to get into the Hall of Fame because of that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your book. Grab anything you have. Grab a glass. A glass. A glass. I don't care what it is. Just do it with me now, ladies and gentlemen, please. 1, 2, 3. Why, ladies and gentlemen, this company sucks. And that's all I got to say about that. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. It was fucking horrible. I feel bad for MVP and the Hurt Business and Ashley and Cedric. Got to be put through this crap. That's all I got to say about that. All right, then we get the lovely, well, I guess you can say lovely. We got Lana come out, but she's like, no, okay, I'll come out. So she comes out anyway, and she's showing a little bit of concern on her face. Wouldn't you be too if you were facing Shayna Baszler? Coming up next. Then we get a slideshow of the 7 times that Lana's been put through the damn table by Nia Jax. So we see that. So Then we get a video package for Veterans Day with some USA, USA, USA chants. We get that. And give me 1 second. I have to use the other bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had to take a shit. Had to take your basement break of the night. What do you want? Oh, you want to be on TV, don't you? Yes. Hi. Hello. Say hello to Zuzu, everybody. Hey, Zuzu, that's you. You see yourself? Yes, you do. Yes, you. Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm back. All right, so about to get to Lana and Shayna Baszler. What's up, Chase? How you doing? Thanks for coming in the chat. So Lana, we get to match number 2. So it's Lana and Shayna, mismatch of the century. Lana tries to attack at the bell, but Shayna's like, no. This Lana sends him into the corner. Lana's like, ow! And then Shayna just starts going to work on her, stepping on the fingers, crushing the wrist. Shayna goes for a knee in the corner and missed. But she kicks Lana in the face. Basically a squash. This was like a 2-minute squash match. So she kicks Lana in the face, picks her up in a gut wrench and slam. Then hits a running knee, goes for a near fall as Lana somehow kicked out. I don't know why. She just stayed on the ground. Then Shayna's like, I'm done with this bitch. And locks in the Kirafita clutch. And Lana taps out like a little bitch that she is. So Shayna gets the win. Match I gave 1.5 out of 5. So it's just a fucking squash match. And the continued burial of Lana happens. Get that. So afterwards, Nia clears off the announce table, and you know what that means. We're going to get week number 8. Well, actually, Lana going through the table for the 8th time out of 9 weeks. So, Baszler sends her to the outside. And where Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were on commentary. I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. They get up as Nia lifts Lana on her shoulders. Dana and Mandy kick Nia, screaming, they're a team. We're on the same side. So Nia starts yelling to get out of here. So we see Lana holding her elbow and crying like a bitch. And then Dana and Mandy leave as Nia Jax's music hits. So yeah, we get that. So Lana did not go through the table, but there's still more to come, ladies and gentlemen. And we got that. And we'll move on from that. So like I said, 1.5 out of 5 stars for that. And we'll move on from there. Chase says, if you want, I got some free time to come in if you want. No, I just want to do the video. I just want to do the video and go to bed. Maybe another time when I'm free. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe another time. I'm just really sick, and another time. I'll do it another time. I promise another time. Have you seen Paige shooting on Del Rio recently? I actually have seen that. Yes. She is really going off on Alberto Del Rio lately after Del Rio, being the fucking prick that he is, threatening to file a lawsuit with Paige. I have no idea why. And then Paige and her boyfriend Ronnie Radke almost freaking get hurt as some stalker went to their house, and Ronnie thankfully took him out. But yeah, Paige is pissed. I mean, she can't get away from Alberto Del Rio. As much as she tries now, she's with a new guy she loves. She loves. Freaking Alberto's in jail, getting his ass handed to him. I'm not saying. And we'll see what happens with that. And I really think, she should file a restraining order on Alberto Del Rio. I don't know that she's living in Florida or she's living with Ronnie in London. I'm not even sure on that, but I think Alberto needs to get his ass kicked. I mean, really bad. I mean, he obviously still has feelings for Paige. He almost tried to fucking impregnate her. That would have been really bad. Really ruined Paige's life. She was fucking allergies. She was going through, she was drinking and drugs with him, and Del Rio was just a fucking mess. Del Rio really needs to fucking get his ass kicked. I'm sorry. That's all I got to say about that. Chase is says he's doing an interview on Wednesday on the Crazy Irishman channel. On Jason's channel. That's nice. That's cool. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll if I'm not busy. I don't, like I said, Wednesday is an open day. I may or may not work. If I don't work, maybe I'll come in, or maybe I'll be in the chat. But if I do work, then I can't come in. So, but we'll see what happens with that. And but it should be a good interview with you guys. Del Rio's in jail for holding a girl hostage in his own home. Yeah, I know. I remember that. Yeah, that was fucking sad. That's sad. I think he sexually assaulted her too. I think. Fucking Del Rio is fucked. I mean, he's fucked in the head. I just hope he's getting his ass handed to him in jail, not in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Just don't drop the soap, Alberto. Not that Alberto, the other Alberto, Del Rio. That's what I'm talking about. It is what it is. And we move on. So Lana gets her butt kicked. Gets saved by Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. So we go backstage. Lana thanks Dana and Mandy for saving her behind, her butt. You know, even though Dana's like butts. Somebody forgot their freaking line. Mandy's like, we didn't do it for you. We did it to send a message. Lana says she was just trying to help last week. And Mandy's like, well, just stay out of our way. Just get out of here. So, sucks to be Lana. And that's basically it. Excuse me. So yeah, so it just sucks to be Lana. She's like the scapegoat of that team. But I bet you guys nothing, and mark this down right now. Lana will get the win for the Raw team. I guarantee that. Lana will do some good things, and she possibly will get the win in the Women's Survivor Series match for Team Raw. And everybody's up in arms for Lana. Yay, Lana! Yay! But then she gets put through a table. That's a Survivor Series. Go figure. And that's that. Yeah, Alberto's fucked up, man. You know what he did to that girl. I mean, I hope he's in jail for a long time. I don't know how long his sentence is, but it is what it is. Alberto drops the soap and the Giro dudes will put their beef in his taco. That's funny. Yeah, probably. They probably have already. If you know, Alberto keeps it up, he might get shanked. And then he'll be buried in San Antonio. And wherever he's in jail. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. And we move on. All right, then we got a recap of last week where we saw Braun Strowman pin Sheamus to be on the Raw men's team. And then a humongous brawl happened after that, with everybody hitting their finishers. And then AJ's trying to get the team together, and he can't. So it's just that. So speaking of AJ Styles, so he welcomes us to the official team, the first official team meeting. He says Raw will be triumphant with him as captain. With him in charge, there will be a force. There'll be a force to be reckoned with. So he introduces his team. We have Keith Lee. Keith Lee comes out, and then Matt Riddle, and then Sheamus, fella, and then Braun Strowman. And yeah, so basically the guys were on SmackDown, oh now on Raw, which makes no sense at all. So anyway, AG tells them all that last week they got off to a rocky start, but he thinks it just went weird. He knows why. They were missing a piece of the puzzle, and he says tonight we have the missing piece. The riddle is solved. Nice joke there, AJ. Yeah, so nice joke there, AJ. Anyway, so Lee says he recalls AJ trying to take a cheap shot last week, and he owes him a receipt. AJ's like, well, that's unfortunate. So Sheamus gets pissed, even though he attacked Keith Lee from behind last week. Okay. Keith Lee says he hopes Sheamus remembers, in fact, just in case he attempts to cross him again. And then Braun's like, I'm going to whoop your ass, and you're going to get these hands. So AJ's trying to talk, and then Braun stops him, says, you're not the captain. And then he's about to throw down with Sheamus. And then Matt Riddle, the voice of reason, says, bro, chill out, bro. And he's like, I know what to do. Gives everyone code names. Okay. He wishes himself a happy birthday. I guess it's his birthday. I don't know. So he calls he calls Keith Lee Bro Lee. I wonder where that came from. Somebody's been watching Dragon Ball Super. Broly. We got his ass handed to him by Vegeta, by the way. Just saying. Calls what do you call it? He called Braun Brawny Boy or something like that. Then he calls Sheamus Fireface. Because Sheamus is, he has orange, red hair. He's from Ireland. Calls him Fireface. And he's like, oh, that's not a ginger joke. Yeah, right. It's just that when he gets really angry, his face turns red. Sheamus looks pissed. So Sheamus is like, well, what's your code name? Is it Dopey? Not the Seven Dwarfs, Dopey. So Riddle's like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh God. I was like, okay. So AJ says they are up against the best of the Blue Brand. He says Jey Uso is tearing it up. And he's like, well, you ever been curb stomped? I mean, from Seth Rollins. Lee's like, of course not. AJ's like, well, Seth's going to give you one. And then Keith Lee's like, well, I powerbombed him before he left for SmackDown. So AJ's like, I got a match. And he has a match in mind. And Sheamus and Braun, he says, Sheamus and Braun will team up against Matt Riddle and Keith Lee. And I'm going to be the ref. I'm like, okay. So that was that for the segment. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. I really don't understand what Team Raw is fighting against each other. I mean, we got to get the same thing on SmackDown now because really Jey Uso beat the crap out of Kevin Owens, and Seth's dealing with the Mysterios, and Baron Corbin is just there. And then we're going to get the fifth member, whoever that may be. Murphy. Sorry. We'll see what happens with that. And yeah, I think, if you caught what I said, I think you know who it is. But we get that. So we get to the match, and kind of went all over the place. So also with Sheamus and Keith Lee, they go in the corner. Riddle tags in, snaps him at Sheamus, kicks him in the back for a 1 count. Works over the left arm of Sheamus, who tags in Braun, who just beats up on Riddle in the corner. And then they tag back and forth, just beating up Riddle for a while. But eventually, Riddle comes back with an ankle lock. Sheamus with a punch to the gut, and he starts stomping on Riddle. Starts arguing with AJ, and AJ's like, "I'm the ref. I'm the ref. Don't do that. I'm the ref." So they go back at it. Riddle locks the hips. It's a suplex, and Sheamus and AJ's like, "Good job, buddy." So he's basically like, AJ was just there, like, just looking over, like, "Oh, good job, great hit, good job, gotta kick his ass." And then we see Mr. Jonathan, the big man, the big black behemoth that he is, just standing at ringside. And Riddle with a kick goes for a pound kick, but Sheamus moved. Riddle kicks AJ. Whoops. So Sheamus rolls him up, but AJ's checking on his mouth to see if he has any teeth left. Riddle goes for another kick, hits AJ again, and then Keith Lee gets in the ring, sends Sheamus to the outside, and then Braun Strowman and Keith Lee go at it. They just go at it and just beat the crap out of each other, and they try to take each other down with shoulder blocks, but nobody moves. So they hit the ropes again. They squash AJ. So it sucks to be AJ. So he's down. And then we see Jonathan, the big man. I don't know if they actually named him Jonathan or did you just call him AJ's associate. I call him the Black Diesel. Not Shaq, because we all know Shaq Diesel. But I call him Black Diesel. And AJ's the poor man's Marty Jannetty. Poor man's Shawn Michaels. Well, he uses the Intercontinental title, you know. But that's on SmackDown. So the big man gets on the apron, steps over the ropes, and like, oh, we're gonna see him in action, I guess, huh? He's gonna do something for once. So AJ. So we go to break before anything happens. AJ must have came in and told him, "Big man, settle down, big man." So we get that. Well, in the ring, Riddle and Sheamus go at it. Sheamus with the Irish curse backbreaker. Tags in Braun. Locks in a cravat. Then they continue to beat up on Riddle. And then Braun tries for a shoulder tackle in the corner. He hits the ring post very, very hard as Riddle sidesteps. Gets the hot tag to Keith Lee, who just goes berserk. With a big splashes to Sheamus and Braun. Toss Sheamus into Braun. Riddle comes in, hops up on Lee's shoulders, and Lee hits the spirit bomb onto Sheamus. With, power bombs Matt Riddle onto Sheamus. That'd have hurt. Hits the ropes, hits a clothesline for a near fall. And then Braun kicks Keith Lee, taxing Sheamus. He grabs Lee with an elbow, and then another one. He tries for a slam, but Sheamus floats over, hits a big knee. Then he runs off the ropes, hits the boog kick. And then Riddle tags in, knocks up Sheamus with a deadlift German for a near fall. Hits a running elbow, then another one. He runs at Braun. Braun chokes him, then he releases Sheamus with a clothesline. Sheamus calls for the bro kick, but Braun blind tags in. Tosses Lee into the corner, hits a big splash, and he has, I believe it was Matt Riddle over his shoulders looking for the running power slam, but Sheamus tags in. Braun's pissed. He drops Riddle like a sack of potatoes. AJ's like, well, fair is fair. Well, you tagged in. Tag in. And then Sheamus turns on Braun Strowman, hits the bro kick, and after that, Riddle rolls up Sheamus with a 1925 schoolboy 1, 2, 3. So Matt Riddle picks up his second win of the night. In a match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And so Matt Riddle's the star of the team, I guess you can say. And then afterwards, Lee and Riddle celebrate on the ramp as AJ's screaming. Even though he was like, "You guys okay? You guys okay?" I don't know. I don't know. this team is falling apart at the seams, and I don't know if I don't think they're going to beat SmackDown. I really don't think so. I think SmackDown. I know SmackDown's going to win the night, win the night, eventually. But I think that 5-on-5 match is probably going to go to SmackDown. But we'll see what happens. And that's it. All right, Chase says the BBC is the extra beef. Yeah. Yep, that's for Del Rio. Chase says, is Undertaker really coming back to the Survivor Series? Yes, the whole event is going to be Taker's get ready, farewell. He's going to be there. Some of the stars from the past are going to be there. Savio Vega was announced today that he's going to be appearing at the Survivor Series, and I mean the first time in many years we've seen Savio Vega. So basically, it's going to be Taker's farewell and his retirement. Though he's never going to retire. That guy's never retiring. He's 54, 55 years old. You actually think the Undertaker is going to quit? Vince is just salivating right now because he's trying to pull Taker for one last match, which will probably be at WrestleMania 37. A lot of people saying that the Fiend's going to come out during the retirement ceremony, whatever Taker's doing. He's going to come out. The lights go out. Everybody thinks it's Kane. It's not going to be Kane. It's going to be the Fiend. The lights go out. The brace thing. Where the lights all go out, and then when they turn back on, brace behind the Undertaker, full Fiend gear, and then he goes, "Ugh!" Chokes out the Undertaker, setting up their match at WrestleMania 37. Really a rematch from WrestleMania 31, which we all know the Undertaker beat Bray Wyatt. But it's going to lead up to WrestleMania 37 and Taker's official last match. And Bray's going to beat him. And Taker will hopefully ride off into the sunset. Officially retire. Done. No comebacks except for maybe a Raw here and there, like an old school edition of Raw. But he's not coming. The only thing that'll be left for him is the Hall of Fame ceremony. That'll be it. Either WrestleMania 38 or 39 or 40, whatever they induct the Undertaker. But it's going to be pretty soon, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's next year. And I said that for the last 4 years. Got to get The Rock in, got to get Triple H in. The guys from the Attitude Era. Basically, Taker, Kane, Hunter, and Rock. They all have to go in the next 5, 6 years, maybe 7 years. I don't know. But that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, Taker's coming back at the Survivor Series because it's his anniversary, the 30th anniversary of The Undertaker, where it all started. For the big man, the Phenom. And that's probably the only thing that's going to be good on that damn pay-per-view. Everything else will probably suck. But like I said, I think, Taker's going to do his ceremony, probably cut a promo, and then the lights go out. Everybody thinks it's Sting. Not going to be Sting. Sadly, not going to be Sting. It's going to be Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, in full Fiend gear, come from behind, attack the Undertaker, choking him out, and then that sets up WrestleMania 37. They're going to build all the way up from November the 22nd all the way to March with that, after the Fiend gets through with Randy Orton. Because that'll be the next feud for Randy after he gets done with Drew McIntyre next week. He'll start his program with the Fiend. They'll have a match at TLC, maybe in a TLC match. And then he might defend the belt at the Royal Rumble. And then right after that, Randy and Edge, most likely at WrestleMania 37. And that'll be it for the WWE title picture and going into WrestleMania. And after that, I don't know what's going to happen after that. Maybe they'll give it to Bray Wyatt again for the third time. But who knows? But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Dragon Ball Super Broly was an awesome movie. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Super Broly, the first Broly movie was great. The second one was even better. Because Goku and Vegeta went Super Saiyan God. And eventually Goku beat, I think Goku beat Broly. I forgot the ending of that. I think Goku hit I don't know if he hit the Spirit Bomb or he turned, I think it was way before he turned Ultra Instinct Goku. He beat Broly before that when he turned in, way before he got Ultra Instinct Goku or Master Ultra Instinct Goku. Because he got that when he faced Jin and Jin fucked him up, even with Ultra Instinct. Jin beat his ass. Fucked Goku up. Fucked Vegeta up too, which is sad. But if you saw the first Broly movie, Vegeta whipped his ass. He whipped Broly's ass. Even though he got his ass handed to him himself, but he came back and whipped his ass. It was great. That was good. But the whole Super Saga with Jin and Goku and Vegeta going Super Saiyan God, Goku going Master Ultra Instinct. That's basically Vegeta. He could go up to Super Saiyan 4, but that this way before. I think Super took place after GT or somewhere in between GT, because they didn't mention anything with Super Saiyan 4. They should have, though. It would have been nice to see, Gogeta. I think they fused in that series. I'm not sure, but I know KO and Khalifa fused the form Khalifa. They whipped Goku's ass and whipped Vegeta's ass. Then, as always, Goku has to get the last laugh because he's Goku. Is what it is. But like I said, Goku got his ass kicked by freaking Jin. That's it. And I don't know if any new episodes are coming out. I haven't really been paying attention to Dragon Ball lately, but I don't know. The last thing I saw was I think they were fighting the universe. They were fighting in the universe, and besides the Jin saga, and that was it. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anything new from that stuff. All right, so we get back to Monday Night Raw, and Keith Lee and Matt Riddle beat Sheamus and Braun. Whoop-de friggin' and that's that. All right, then we go backstage with the lovely Alexa Bliss, or Miss Harley Quinn, if you want to call her that. Alexa Bliss. She's backstage she has some flowers. She's pulling the petals off the flowers. In comes Nikki Cross. Alexa's like, well, I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Nikki's like, wait a minute, we saw each other last week. And Alexa's like, well, I'm trying to meet new people here, so maybe I forgot. So Nikki wants to talk about her and the Fiend. Alexa's all excited, and she's like, you can come over to the Firefly Funhouse anytime you want. You can come over. So Nikki's like, I'm not playing around. Alexa's like, well, too bad. Nikki's like, this is not a game. what happened was her fault, and she should have been a better friend to Alexa. Nikki says the Fiend and Alexa laughs at Nikki's word choice. Like, the Fiend. Nikki saw that she wasn't there for her, but she is here now. She says it's time to walk away from the pure evil, and she needs to make a choice, either her or the Fiend. So Bliss is like, I choose him. Like the Fiend is like a Pokemon or something like that. I choose you, Pikachu. So Alexa Bliss is now brainwashed, and that's it. So poor Nikki loses a friend, and that's that. And we move on. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, then we before our next match. Before we even get to a match, we have Charlie Caruso informing us that next Monday night, the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin will get a tag team title match against the New Day. That should be pretty nice. So we don't get 1, but 2 title matches next week on Monday Night Raw. So I guess Monday Night Raw is trying to get ratings now, putting not 1 but 2 titles on the line. Ooh. Not that the show's gonna suck anyway, but that's all I can say about that. And move on. All right, so we go. So we come back. We have MVP and Lashley in the ring, and they cut a promo on Sami Zayn. Basically, like Sami didn't cut a promo on SmackDown last Friday night, and Lashley like, I'm glad you did. Says because I'm gonna beat your ass, and then MVP's like Lashley's gonna show Sami and the WWE that the United States title is more important than the Intercontinental title, and that's that. Then out comes Titus O'Neil. I guess he was done with catering. He comes out and says, I proposed to joining the Hurt Business last week, and you turned me down. You disrespected me. He says, I'm a businessman. I can do things for you. Yeah, so like cater to them. So basically they go back and forth, and then MVP was like, you're not gonna come in. And then Titus like makes fun of Lashley, saying that it's like you talk a big game for a man that hasn't defended the belt in 2 months. So Lashley's like, oh really? So it's like I'll give you an opportunity right now. So we get an impromptu match number 4 for the United States title. Lashley and Titus. This match sucked. 59 seconds suck fest. Titus started off hot, but then Lashley hits the spear. Then he locks in the CEO Phil Nelson. Titus tapped out better than he tapped out to catering, I guess. But it is what it is. So Lashley gets the win and retains the title, and that was 59 seconds of your time wasted. And that's it. And we'll move on from there. All right, there we go. Backstage, we see Drew McIntyre walking around, pacing around, and then in comes Sheamus, saying the Survivor Series team is in shambles. And Drew's like, "Well, next time don't bro kick your partners off the damn apron, duh." So Sheamus like they deserved it, and then Drew's like, maybe. Sheamus says he hates every single one of his team members almost as he hates the New Day. So Drew's like, Sheamus is like, what are you doing, you lunatic? So Sheamus is trying his best to team up with Drew like the old days. He goes full Irish, like, oh, doing bro kicks and claymores and blah, 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 blah. And Drew's not having it. And he walks off, and that's that. So we'll see what happens with Drew and Sheamus, later on. I think they probably go back to being a team. Maybe Sheamus turns face, which I don't want to see. He's better off as a heel. Maybe Drew McIntyre turns back to heel. I mean, after he loses next week to Randy Orton. But we'll see what happens with that. Yes, I did pick my nose. It is what it is. If you don't like it, fuck you. All right. After that, so I gave that 2 out of 5. Then we go back to the ring. We have the women's tag team champions. Well, not in the ring. We get to the gorilla position. We get Nia Jax and Shayna there. Nia cuts a promo. Basically talking about who runs things on Raw and the women's division. She's like, it's not Mandy Rose, it's not Dana Brooke, it's not Lana, it's me. And then she's like, well, it's me. I run the division. And she's like, she's the team leader, and blah blah blah. And she says she's gonna beat Asuka coming up. So they go to the ring. Asuka comes out first, looking hot as always. My first wife. Yeah. But she loves me. She goes. Anyway, so we get to Nia Jax and Asuka. It was an okay match, nothing great. We had Shayna Baszler at ringside. And then we had Lana at ringside. With with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. So all the Raw women's team was at ringside for this match. So we start off, Nia shoves Asuka down. Asuka gets pissed, gets right back up with some kicks, works the arm until Nia punches her away. Asuka hops on Nia's back, locks in the octopus. Not as great as Jonathan Gresham, but not bad. Big ups to Jonathan Gresham, that bastard he is, the pure champion. But don't look over your shoulder there, Jonathan. You got your tag team partner waiting in the wings. That's who that is, Mr. Jay Lethal. Mr. Macho Man Savage, yeah. So we're probably going to see that at Final Battle. And yes, there will be Final Battle this year. Sadly, no fans. Sadly, not in New York City, not with fans. It's going to be in Baltimore, in the bubble. But, that'll be finally we get Ring of Honor pay-per-view this year, besides the 18th anniversary show and Supercard of Honor. I think that was it. I think there was another one. I'm not sure. But, yeah, like I said, Final Battle is coming back this December. I can't wait for that. Probably, I think the week after. I think it's the week. They haven't announced what date it is. I don't even recall, but I would assume it's gonna be right before TLC. So, right after NXT Takeover. So we'll see what happens with that. So I'm very happy. I mean, if we didn't get Final Battle this year, I was gonna be pissed. I mean, we're not getting Cage of Death, which pisses me off. That pisses me off. I don't even think CCW is a company right now. I mean, they're on a hiatus right now. CCW, we haven't seen anything from CCW. I think I don't know what's going on with them. We still have H2O in Jersey, which is basically like CCW 2.0. They got Stockade. Matt Tremont had his retirement match against Ricky Shane Page. Beat the fucking shit out of him. They beat the fucking shit out of each other in that match. Holy shit. Not that I seen it, but I heard. But, so Tremont's not there, the hardcore legend in the United States next to Mick Foley and Abdul the Butcher and, so many others. But, Tremont had a great career, former CCW world champion. He fought Onita. Oh my God! Don't even get me started with that one. Holy shit! With the barbed wire explosive bat, that Onita took. Oh my God! That was a sick match. But yeah, we get that. So yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. But I'm glad we're getting ring final battle. Sucks we're not getting Cage of Death. But you never know. Maybe next year it'll come back, along with hopefully fans, and they can go back to the arenas. Social distancing, wearing your fucking mask, and blah 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 blah. Hopefully get concerts next year too. But as it looks like, we're not gonna get concerts until 2022. And probably the same thing with large crowds, like getting back to normal with. Excuse me. Oh, I just chopped myself. I'm dying, ladies and gentlemen. I am dying. I can't breathe. Can't talk either. It is what it is. All right, so getting back to that. So Asuka locks in the octopus. Excuse me. Asuka turns into an armbar on the mat. Nia gets near the ropes. Asuka keeps the move locked in. Referee has to break it up. Nia gets the apron. Asuka holds onto the armbar, so Nia sends her into the barricade very hard. And she just dropped her right into the barricade, basically. As we go to break, we come back. Asuka gets hit with a suplex for a near fall. Nia with a suplex. She lifts Asuka up, knocks the waist, lifts her for a powerbomb. Asuka rolls through with a sunset flip pin for a near fall. Nia lifts Asuka. Asuka breaks the hold, hits a back fist, then another one, then a kick to the knee, then a running ass attack. Knocks Nia down for a near fall. Asuka kicks Nia again and again. And she goes for a third story with a big power bomb for the big woman. Gets a near fall out of that. But Asuka transitions into the armbar. Then Lana gets on the apron. Shayna gets on the apron, locks in a Kira feeder clutch on the apron. The referee's trying to get him down. Asuka hits him with a hip attack, knocking him down. Nia then tries to get the cheap win with a 1925 schoolgirl and she only gets a near fall out of that. Asuka with a pin of her own transitions to the Asuka lock, but then Shayna Baszler comes in and kicks her in the back to break up the pin, and Asuka wins via disqualification, which sucks. And that's that. So match was alright. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's what I can say about that. Afterwards, Mandy and Dana enter the ring. They attack Nia and Shayna clear the ring of Mandy and Dana. It looked like if you noticed, when Mandy got thrown out, her shoulder kind of hit the ropes, and she might have hurt her shoulder. She was grabbing her shoulder, and then a referee had to come down to see if she was okay. So I don't know if anybody noticed that. So hopefully Mandy's not hurt, but we'll see. Shayna sends Lana to the outside, and we get another week of Lana going through the table. The 8th week in a row. Well, not the 8th week in a row. The 8th time that Lana goes through the table. And she puts her through the table, and she gets on the mic, tells Lana she doesn't belong, she should just quit. If I was Lana, I would fucking quit immediately. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going to AEW. That's that. That's all I can really say about that. So Lana gets put through a table for the 8th time. I thought it was the 9th time. I got to get reminded on Twitter it was the 8th time. But it is what it is. And that's it. And we move on. So like I said, I gave all that 2 out of 5 stars. And we move on. All right, there we go backstage with Sarah Schreiber and her guest, the new 24/7 champion, R-Truth. She congratulates us on winning the belt back. She mentions there's going to be a 7-way match for the title. Truth's like, well, I got a GQ magazine shoot with 7 cameras. And Sarah's like, well, no, you're fighting 7 guys for your belt. So he has a clip-on tie. He's like, you can't hit a man with a clip-on tie, would you? Or is it glasses? I don't know. I'm like, God, shut this guy up. Shut him up. Turn this mic off. Shut up. Oh, God. Then his music hits, and then we're about to get the Fatal 7-Way started with a stamped horrible trinket belt. But before that, we get something much more better. Way better. We get, almost said Hector Garza. Angel Garza. I don't know if Angel is related to Hector. I don't think so, but Angel Garza cuts a promo. Another one of his his promos, basically hyping his return, whenever that may be. He says he's cold-blooded and will win because he's fighting for every woman in the world, especially Charlie Caruso. Fights to prove that other men are. And he says what all women deserve is someone who can give them everything they ever wanted. But before he does that, he's going to offer them a rose to all of you. So the Latin lover, I guess you can call him now, the what do you call him? The Latin Lothario, Angel Garza, with another promo for all the ladies, making them come in their pants. But it is what it is. Especially Charlie Caruso, but it is what it is. Even though I make that happen, but it is what it is. So we get that from Angel Garza, so I give that 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. And we move on. All right. Then we get to the Book of Doom match. Get your books ready, or your glass, or whatever. Just grab anything you can bash your head in with. The most cool match of the night. We got Truth Martini. Where is Truth Martini, by the way? Rosa misses him as much as she does. Mr. Todd Sinclair. Have to deal with that guy. So we get R-Truth taking on Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik of the Lucha Jobber Party. Akira Tozawa, Drew Gulak, Tucker. I don't know why Tucker was in this match, and Eric. Basically, all the jobbers are in this match. And a Fatal 7-Way for the title. This match sucked so bad. So it starts off with everybody jumping R-Truth, beating him up. Truth gets out of it, but Akira Tozawa was just waiting in the wings. Hits a swinging kick, pins him 1-2 to become I believe a 5 or a 6-time champion. Whoop-de-damn fucking do. So we get that as he was about to get announced from Mike Rome. Eric rolls up Akira for the 1-2-3. He becomes champion, and then Drew Gulak rolls him up. Right after that, he becomes champion for like the 19th time. I don't know. I lost count. As he gets in the ring, and then Tucker's there to hit him with a 1925 roll for 1-2-3. So he becomes champion, and they go back and forth, pinning each other. Drew becomes a champion again. Oops. Let me hold on to my book here before I don't do it. And then Tucker tries to get the belt back, but he gets a 2 count. He punches Gran Metalik, Truth's up with a leg lariat. But Drew comes in. Truth has him on the shoulders. Drew ups down, shows R-Truth. Eric with a big V trigger to R-Truth. Drew clotheslines Eric. Akira kicks Drew. Tucker with a big Luthez press. It just gets clusterfuckery. Lince Dorado with a big splash at the top, and Gran Metalik comes off the top rope with an elbow, not the Macho Man elbow. Yeah, but he comes up with an elbow. Tries to pin. I believe it was Tucker for he gets a near fall. Gran Metalik, Gran Metalik pins him, holds the title up. Lince Dorado rolls him up with a 1925 schoolboy. He becomes the champion, and then him and Gran Metalik argue, and then R-Truth comes in, hits the AA on a Lince Dorado, 1-2-3, and R-Truth gets the belt back for the 44th time. This segment, I mean, good lord! Ow. I hurt myself on that one. Oh. Good thing it wasn't glass. Anyway, but yeah. Holy shit, this segment was horrible, ladies and gentlemen. Horrible. negative infinity times infinity times infinity. I mean, worst segment of all time. And you thought the Bailey segment was bad, or any This Is Your Life Bailey with Alexa Bliss was bad. This was worse. A 24/7 title should be thrown out, dumped in a river, blown up, and everybody who's in this stupid division should be blown up. Holy crap, it was bad. Ugh. So I have to give it a dud because I can't give it negative points if I could. And that's that. We move on. Let's move on because I don't want to talk anymore about that crap. All right, there we go to your match of the night. Ali versus Ricochet. Ali comes out with Retribution. Ricochet comes out. So about to start the match, Ali tells Ricochet he can save him. Okay, he's not CM Punk. This is not the Straight Edge Society. You can't save him. I mean, Ricochet already has a bald head. So, it is what it is. Ricochet punches him right in the mouth. And starts going to work. He's questioning Ali. He's like, this isn't you. What's up with you? Snap out of it. It just beats up Ali for a while. Hits with a body slam. Hits the ropes, drops an elbow to the chest, covers for a 1 count. Ali comes back with a toss into the turnbuckle face first. Then goes to work on him. Retribution screaming. We hear like T-Bar, Dominic Dijakov's like, we will show you Retribution. Dio Matt say, we will show you Retribution. At ring, Mia just staring, just there. And that's that. So he whips Ricochet and hits him in the chest for another 1 count. And then Ricochet comes up with a chop. Ali comes up with a kick, and then a suplex for a near fall. Then he go to a little bit of a rest period. He sends Ricochet in the ropes, gets reversed, and Ali with a big kick to the chest. Then a big chop. Ricochet whips Ali and hits a back body drop. Goes for a splash in the corner, gets tossed over the top rope. Goes for a suplex, but Ali lands on his feet, lands on the apron, sets him for a suplex. But Ricochet hits a hurricane onto Ali on the apron. Ow. So he grabs Ali, sends him into the ring. Retribution come to circle Ricochet. He hops on the apron, he enters, and Ali hits a swinging neck breaker as we go to break. We come back. Still beating up Ricochet. Hits a kick to the back, covers for a near fall, then another rest period. Ricochet sends Ali into the corner, locks up from behind, hits a tiger suplex. Then he ducks under a right hand, spins with a hard clothesline. Waits for Ali to stand, goes for a kick, missed it. Ali kicks Ricochet, knocks the head, hits a suplex, goes for a suplex, and blah, blah, blah. And Ricochet tries to block it, goes up to the second rope, tries for a spinning DDT, but Lee tries for the CT. Ricochet blocks, hits a Northern Lights into a bling buster for a near fall. Ali to the top rope. Ricochet with a right hand, he hops up top. Ali with a big old Rowdy Piper pokey eye. And then he hits a big time backbreaker or a lung blower or backstabber off the top rope. That was pretty sick. Goes for a near fall. So Ali says nothing will change until Ricochet is willing to change. Everybody can change. So he says he's trying to help him. Ricochet hits a forearm and then a reverse poison rana to Ali. He pulls us up into the corner, heads up top. Though he's gonna hit the 630. He springboards and does a spin corkscrew spin onto Retribution, except for Mia Yim. So he hits the guys. He goes back up to the top rope, looks for the Phoenix Splash, but Ali rolled out of the way. Then he locked in the Koji Clutch, and Ricochet passed out. So that's that. So Pretty good match. Pretty good match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Match of the night, clearly. And I think this is what, really bumped up my rating for Monday Night Raw. I was about to give Raw 2. I mean, really bad. 2 for tonight. Raw was bad except for that match. That's it. But, that bumped my rating up a little bit. But still, great match for what it was. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with Ali, Retribution, and Ricochet. Maybe Ricochet will resurrect his career by joining the fucking group. Not that's going to help him much, but okay, it might help him, but who knows? Maybe this is the turnaround for Retribution. I think this is what Ali needed. Because Retribution was getting shit on and buried. But, with Ali in this match, I think they might have got a glimmer of hope. But we'll see what happens with that next week on the program. And that's that. All right, then we go backstage. We see Randy Orton getting ready to head out. He's in the gorilla position. Adam Pearce comes up to him. He says he has a message from the office or the higher ups saying that next week Orton will defend the belt against Drew McIntyre match. So Drew McIntyre finally gets his rematch. So Orton gets pissed, slams Pearce into the wall, and basically gives Adam. He's like, "Well, you tell the staff that they can go to hell." So Randy is pissed right now, and I would not want to be near Randy Orton right now. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. That's it. So I gave that little segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we get to the main event. We got the New Day and Drew McIntyre taking on Randy Orton as not this voice, Miz and John Morrison. And it was an okay match. It's also Morrison and Drew. Drew punches John in the face and tosses Morrison into the corner. Then he hits a big chop, tags in Xavier Woods. They go to work on Morrison. And Xavier Woods is basically beating up Morrison. Randy gets annoyed, backs away from a tag. Morrison tags in the Miz. Woods sends Miz into the ropes. Kofi gets the tag. Comes in with a springboard splash for a near fall. Did a big drop kick. Sending Miz into the corner. Tagging Orton, but Orton's like, I'm not tagging in. You guys can get your asses kicked. Orton didn't even do much in this match. He just stood there. So, and why was he in the match anyway? So, Miz tags in Morrison. Kofi rolls him up for 1 count. Then Morrison comes with a big right hand. And then another one in the corner. He whips Kofi. Kofi flies off the top rope with a Hurricane Rana. And then Miz comes in, gets kicked by Xavier Woods. Gets sent to the outside with Morrison. And then the New Day hit the ropes and fly to the outside, knocking them down as we go to break. We come back, and as always, during the break, the heels come back. So Miz is beating the crap out of Xavier Woods. But Woods comes back with the honor roll for a very near fall. Knocks Morrison off the corner. Miz hits him with an elbow, distracts the ref as Morrison hangs Woods up in the corner. So Miz drapes Woods over the second rope. And they beat up Xavier Woods for a while. And then Woods tosses Morrison, tries to get the hot tag, but John stops him. Woods elbows Morrison down. He reaches, Morrison lifts, he picks up a fireman's carry, hits a smalling drop. Miz comes in with a kick. Miz kicks him, then he asks for a tag. Still, Orton ain't having it. He's like, I'm not tagging him. I'd rather just go in the back and just shine my belt up. So Miz knocks Xavier up, catapults him into a right elbow from Morrison, who tags in. Hits a springboard elbow drop for a near fall. Tags back in Miz. So they double team Woods with a gut buster. Miz with the kicks in the corner. Woods comes back with a big clothesline. Gets the hot tag to Drew. He comes in like a house of fire. Flips both of them with a suplex out of the corner. Then a big neck breaker to Morrison. He kips up. He starts yelling at Randy, who's on the outside, staring him down. Picks up Morrison, hits the Future Shock DDT. Then he gets ready to go for the Claymore. And Drew's like, this is what's going to happen next week, Randy. tosses John into the corner, and then he gets on his knees like, "Get in here, Landy! Come on, Landy! Get in here, Landy! I'm begging you, Landy!" So Orton reaches over, looks the tag, then he drops down off the apron. He's about to leave. He asks the stagehand to get his title. So he's gone. He's like, "I'm done. I don't want to fight right now. I'll beat your ass next week." So Morrison tries to steal the pin with a roll up for a near fall. Woods clips the leg. He rips Morrison. He flies over the top rope on the Kofi on the outside. Miz comes in. Drew hits a spine buster. And then Morrison comes in. Drew backs up, goes 3, 2, 1. Boom. Claymore kick to Morrison. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre and the New Day pick up the victory over basically Miz and Morrison in basically was a 3-on-2 handicap match. But Orton just stood there doing nothing. Well, being a smart champion he is. So that was that. This match was alright. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it for Monday Night Raw. That's it. So, not really much to talk about on Raw besides the Ali Ricochet match, which was match of the night for Monday Night Raw. I think it might be the best Raw match of the year. I think there might have been others I missed, but I think right now, you look at best matches on Raw, I think that'll probably be the top 3 at least. Everything else is like garbage right now. But I mean, this show's this whole show's garbage. This whole company's garbage. It's garbage. I'm being real. I'm not saying it as an AEW mark, because I'm not. I mean, I love AEW, but I mean, I love other companies as well. I love CCW. I love Ring of Honor. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. I love the local indie scene here in New Jersey, New York. I even like Impact. I'm starting to get back into Impact. I'm not gonna do any reviews, but I'm starting to like Impact more and more each week that I watch. Impact's getting good. I mean, it got Turning Point this Saturday, which should be a pretty good event. I don't even know if it's on pay-per-view or it's on Twitch or whatever it's on. I think it's on pay-per-view. So we'll get Turning Point this weekend. So at least we get something this weekend. Not that I'm gonna watch. I'm probably not gonna watch. I'm not watching. I'll be at work, so I'll watch the highlights on the YouTube show or the aftermath show, whatever it is. But other than that, Raw has sucked for months. SmackDown's up and down. I would fathom the guess that Raw, they got a 1.4 in the third hour last week. I mean, the lowest in history. They're getting close to 1.3, 1.2. They're getting close to Impact numbers right now. Really close. I mean, Impact could probably beat them now. That's sad. That is really sad for a company that used to be getting 7s. Back in the Attitude Era, they were getting 7s. They were almost beating Monday Night Football. They beat the NBA back in the Attitude Era when the NBA was on Monday nights on TNT and TBS. Well, I think it was on on TBS. I think it was, or what channel, whatever it was in the Attitude Era. They were doing 7s. They were doing 6s, 5s. Going into the Losers Aggression Era, they were doing 3s and 4s. Up until the PG era when they started to sink. Thanks to that man named Cena. They just started to sink right after 2010. Sink. And now they're sunk. They're basically done. They're just hanging on by a thread. They're like TNA back from 2014 to 2017. Remember when TNA was doing really bad and they were about to fold and they had no investors, nobody was gonna buy them. You had to get Billy Corgan to basically save them. Billy Corgan and Anthem Sports to save them. Look what TNA is now. Doing some pretty good things. They're doing way better than the WWE right now. That's sad. sad for WWE, but if you're an Impact fan, like my good buddy Andre Corbeil, he's having a great time. Impact's doing great things. Got Rich Swann as a champion. I think he's facing EY this Saturday in a rematch. You got Su Yung as the Knockouts champion. So, so now the second ever husband and wife to hold a world title and a women's title. So you got Hunter and Steph. Now you got Rich Swann and Su Yung as husband and wife champions. Could have got it with Gargano and Candice, but thanks to Shotzi Blackheart, that didn't happen. So, but again, they could still do it. When Candice gets done with Shotzi Blackheart, maybe go back to for the women's title if Io still holds it by then. Who knows? I think Io's going to be facing Rhea Ripley at War Games for the belt. She has one obstacle to hop over, and that's Rhea Ripley, her worst nightmare. I just hope they don't give it to Rhea Ripley, because it'll be like almost a year in the making since Rhea got the belt, because she got it right. I think right after War Games when who she beat. I think she beat Shayna Baszler for the belt. It was in November, so it'll almost be like a year later since she held the belt. So, but I just hope she doesn't win it. So I think Io should hold the belt. I don't know who could beat her right now. Maybe Dakota Kai, or maybe Ember Moon, because I think they were hyping Ember Moon to come back and beat Io for the title. So it might be Ember Moon, but we'll see. And that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I said, Raw sucked tonight. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, so I gave it a benefit of the doubt. Bret Hart, 4 out of 10 stars. I don't know what other people might have gave it. I think Joe gave it 3 out of 10, 2 out of 10, something like that. I didn't really listen because he had problems with his stream, and they had to redo the stream. So I'll go watch that maybe tomorrow. And that's that. So I gave it 4 out of 10 stars, or 4 Horsemen, like 4 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. If you have any wrestling questions, put it down below in the comment section of the video, or hit me up via Twitter at my Twitter link, which is down below in the comment section of the video. Don't forget to smash that like button to death, and hit that subscribe button on this channel and all my other channels as well. Show them your love and support, and tell your friends, and tell their friends, and tell their friends. And let's try to build all those channels up by the end of the year. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. I'm gonna go probably lay down on the couch before I go to bed, and edit this up, and then probably go on the couch and lay down and go to bed. I've got really nothing to do tomorrow, so so basically, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Well, I'm just gonna relax and try to get better. I'm still feeling like crap, so yeah, I picked my nose again. I got my allergies are just acting up, so I know it's the dust in my house. I might have to dust my house when I can, and we'll see. Hopefully, I have the next 3 days off so I can just sleep, and that's it. I go back in Friday night, and I just have the weekend, 2 days on Friday and Saturday, and then hopefully I have Sunday off to watch the Niners and the Saints. The Niners are going to get their asses handed to them, like the Buccaneers got last night. Holy shit. Feel bad for Brady. No, I don't. But yeah, the Buccaneers got their asses raped without lube by the Saints. Hey, but at least the freaking Saints lost. I'm not the Saints. The Seacocks lost, and the Arizona Cardinals lost. So that kind of helps the Niners out a little bit. Not much. That's that. The Jets. Oh my god. I was like, oh, they were winning. They were winning 27 to 17. No, 27 to 10, something like that. And they proceeded to lose 30 to 27. But they fall to 0-9. Basically, the season's done. When in 0-4, the season was done. So so the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes continues for the Jets. I think they're gonna get him anyway. I don't see them winning another game. And fortunately for you Jet fans, they get the bye week next week, so they don't lose next week. That's something to celebrate or something to be proud of. They don't play next week, thank God. And that's that. For you Giant fans out there, you got the Eagles. Well, EDP 445 should have a field day this Sunday with that game. So that game's on Fox at 1 p.m. and then you got the 4 o'clock game, the Niners and the Saints. I hope. So I do not want to watch it on the computer. I hope that game's on Fox. That should be the game of the week. But now it would be game of the week if Jimmy G and the Niners were more healthy. But now it's like a ho hum game. Like the Sunday night football game was just boring, and everybody turned it off after it was 28-0 in the second quarter. That's what's probably going to be on Sunday. The Saints are going to run up the score and just demolish the depleted Niners. It's going to be horrible. And the bye week for the Niners can't come soon enough. And now Debo is getting accused of using performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, really? I mean, is the Niners cursed this year or what? I mean, you lose Bosa. And you lose Bosa in the first fucking game. Well, really Kittle in the first game. Then you lose Bosa for the season in the second game. Then you lose another guy on the defense in the second game against the Jets. They're out for the season. Then Jimmy G gets hurt the same game. He doesn't come back until about 2 weeks later. And proceeds to suck. And then he hurts himself again. He re-aggravates that high ankle sprain, so he's done for the year. Kittle gets hurt again. He broke his foot. They're saying he's out for the season, though he says 2 weeks. I'll believe that when I see it. If he comes back after the bye against the Rams and plays, I'll believe him when I see it. But he's not gonna. He's out for the season. The season's done for the Niners. Season's done. They're gonna lose on Sunday. They're gonna lose to the Rams after the bye, and then they gotta hope and pray they can go. Because I'll be 4-7 after this week. 4-8. They gotta go. They'll be lucky if they go 8-8 this season and make the playoffs. Right now, it doesn't look good for the Niners. Not good. Not good for my team. Not good for my brother from another mother. God rest his mighty soul. I was hoping they'd do it for him this year, but no, doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. And we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a miracle will happen. I don't know, but we'll see. And that's that. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm going to edit this up and go to sleep and get ready for Tuesday. And you should too. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe. Smash the like button to death. Share the video all over the internet. Friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to tap that bell. Turn on all my notifications so you know when I go live or when I do a video. And that's all I got to say about that. So once again, 4 out of 10 stars for Monday Night Raw. Wasn't good. And that's all I got to say about it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off on this late Monday night. Hope you have a great Tuesday, everybody. I'll be back on Wednesday night. Whatever time. Hopefully I don't work Wednesday, so I can do the AEW review right after AEW goes off the air. So, but if I do work, I'll do the AEW review anyway, because I'll be off Thursday. So, same schedule as always. But we'll see. So I'll be back on Wednesday night on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel with my my AEW review. Then Thursday, my NXT review. And then Friday night, after I get home from work, your very late night SmackDown review. And I'll be doing SmackDown this week. And then that'll be it for the week. And that's that. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Good night, everybody. Peace, bitches.